WCBI News at 6 starts now.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Joy Barnes is off this evening. Black clouds of smoke could be seen for miles around North Mississippi today. It has taken much of the day to contain the massive fire at an old plant in Houston. Schools closed early. MEMA is on the site, and area firefighters continue to wrangle with the fire. WCBI's Selena Schaefer has been on the scene all day. She joins us now live from Houston. Selena?
That's right. This fire behind me has been burning since around 9 a.m. this morning, and it shows no signs of stopping. That's because sitting inside this old textile factory was 2.2 million pounds of polyfoam.
Polyfoam is a petroleum-based product, so it's going to burn and burn for a while. That's what's putting off all this black smoke.
Smoke that could potentially be toxic to residents.
The wind's helping us right now. It's keeping the smoke aloft.
The factory is 40,000 square feet, and every inch of it has burned. With the potential of toxic air, Houston Fire Department's Chief Deputy Jonathan Blankenship says other agencies have shown up to assist.
We have Department of Environmental Quality on the way. They're going to be doing air monitoring for us, so we should know more after they get here as far as the air goes.
In addition, area fire agencies and public works departments are contributing dirt and extinguishing foam to help fight the fire.
We're going to be out here as long as it takes. We'll likely be out here tomorrow. You don't never know.
We're just urging the residents to keep their windows and doors closed just to keep the smoke out of their homes. It's not a major deal, but we just don't want it in their homes.
Blankenship says the fire is expected to burn throughout the weekend. The department plans to monitor both the smoke and flames closely. Reporting in Houston, Selena Schaefer, WCBI News.
All right, Selena, thanks so much for that update. Now, the fire and the billowing smoke it produced caused all students and teachers in the Houston School District to get a half day off. As WCBI's Allie Martin reports, the decision to dismiss school early came after several updates from first responders and some other experts.
Some teachers had masks while students were told to cover their faces as they got on the bus at Houston Lower Elementary. At the high school, Shamilika Bramley was with a group of classmates waiting on their ride home after their day ended at 12:15.
Well, they said the chemicals and stuff was in the air, so we couldn't come outside, so we had a lockdown.
Here at Central Office, you could see and smell the smoke more than an hour after classes were dismissed. Initially, the plan was for students and teachers to hunker down in their buildings, but as reports came in of possible toxic chemicals and a shift in the wind, that game plan changed.
11:15, 11:20, the wind shifted a little bit and started blowing more toward the school, and so at that point we made the decision to release early.
Houston School Superintendent Tony Cook says safety of students and teachers is top priority. The early dismissal of 1,700 students went well. Parents and teachers say the decision to dismiss early was wise.
Well, as a parent, you always worry about your children and, their safety. And as a teacher, it's kind of a double role. You have your other students who they are like your own kids, and so, you're concerned about all of them.
Brittany's son already had plans for his unexpected half-day off.
Go outside and play basketball.
As long as the smoke's not bad, right?
Because we could go outside because we live in the country.
In Houston, Allie Martin, WCBI News.
And the superintendent says all children who were supposed to get lunch were fed today before they left. Also, today was the only day this week that the students were not taking state tests. The Calhoun County Sheriff's Department is still searching for the remains that belong to a skull found yesterday. Sheriff Greg Polland says deputies, volunteers, and cadaver dogs searched the woods today. Yesterday, a resident came across the skull that had been dug up apparently by a dog. The skull was sent to Pearl for further investigation. Polland says he has no leads yet in who it may belong to.
Working with other agencies, other sheriff's departments, police departments around the area, trying to determine if anyone is missing or has been missing that may fit the description or the general information that we have at this time, which is very limited.
And Sheriff Pollen plans on having crews out again Saturday until they find more evidence. Monroe County authorities have tallied the results of Thursday's saturation effort in the county. The Sheriff's Department, along with Amory and Nettleton Police and the Highway Patrol, set up the sweep Thursday afternoon and evening. When it was all over, 37 people have been cited on charges ranging from possession of alcohol in a dry county to DUI to felony possession of a controlled substance. Officers set up roadblocks all across the county to inspect cars and check for license and insurance compliance. The Mississippi Supreme Court is looking into a 2011 judge's order restricting guns from the courtrooms in the 14th Chancery District. Lowndes, Chickasaw, Clay, Noxubee, Oktibbeha, and Webster counties are all covered under Chancery Judge Dorothy Colom's judicial order banning firearms from the courthouses, even with a concealed carry permit. That order has since been modified to specify which areas are off limits. Gun rights advocate Rick Ward sued Colomb, saying that ruling violates his rights. The Supreme Court wants Ward, each 14th Chancery Court judge, and the Attorney General to provide more information on why the order should stand, specifically why judges have the right to decide security measures beyond their actual courtrooms, and if the judges, rather than supervisors setting rules for courthouse security, is a violation of the Separation of Powers Act. The question of a lottery in Mississippi may come up again, this time in a special session. Yesterday, Governor Phil Bryant said that he may ask lawmakers to consider creating a lottery bill during the next month's special session, but that's only if the state's Chamber of Commerce supports using the proceeds from gaming to help pay for highways and bridges. State Representative Kabir Kareem says the state's budget shortfall is still a glaring issue and that they are facing in Jackson, and the state could benefit from another source of revenue.
We do have a loss of revenue. We are lacking in revenue in the state, and without knowing leadership's position, I just feel that they're putting all options on the table as far as revenue.
Now, Kareem is encouraging people to make their opinions known to their representatives before the June 5th special session. Time for a first look at our forecast on what has finally turned out to be a good-looking Friday. Here's Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
That's right, Andrea. Tons of sunshine out there right now as expected. Look at these wind speeds, though, 10 to 25. We've been gusting at 35 to 36, but the wind's a little bit better right now. Current temperatures, mid-60s, upper 60s. We will continue to tumble into the low 50s by later on this evening. The wind will die down as well. Once we get past sunset, the wind will really subside and will cool down tonight. Look at this, 45 degrees, clear and chilly. Your nice weekend forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, beautiful night ahead. Well, the clouds are breaking, as Keith just mentioned, and it looks like it will be a nice night for the kickoff of concert for the 2017 Market Street Festival. Our Jory Talley is at the Columbus Riverwalk now getting ready for the festivities. She joins us now live.
That's right, Andrea. The 22nd annual Market Street Festival is finally here, and it's something that residents look forward to every year. The band has been warming up behind me, and that's not the only thing that's been warming up. There's tons of vendors over here that's been cooking some food, and it is smelling delicious. So if you're coming out tonight, don't worry about eating before you get out here, because there's going to be plenty of food options. Also, if you're coming out to the concert, don't forget your dancing shoes, because who can come to a concert without showing your best moves? If you can't make it out tonight, the fun starts all over again tomorrow downtown. There's going to be tons of booths set up. You can check out your local vendors, have some family fun. And there's also going to be a chance for more good food. And don't worry about parking, because there's going to be parking signs set up all throughout the area showing you where you need to go. So guys, be sure to have some fun this weekend and get ready to have a great time. Reporting live at the Riverwalk, Jory Talley, WCBI News. Andrea, back to the studio.
All right, Jory, thanks a lot. And a lot of that fun tomorrow will surround our Crank It Up contest, rather. A lucky WCBI viewer will be driving away with a made-over 2004 Nissan Titan at the festival tomorrow. Now, you can sign up to get a key beginning at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. You can do that in front of our studios here in downtown Columbus. That's if you have not already qualified. Please bring with you your driver's license and your proof of insurance. You must have both of those, driver's license and proof of insurance. Contestants will start trying their keys at 11 a.m. All right, so what do you get when you combine hamburger meat, flour, oatmeal, and water? A Tupelo treat. We'll explain after the break. Welcome back, everyone. It will be a trip back in town for visitors to Tupelo's Ore and Done Museum Saturday. Last-minute preparations are underway for the 16th annual Duty Burger Festival. There will be games for children, food, and, of course, the famous Duty Burgers. The dough burgers were a favorite at Duty's Diner, which was once a fixture at Crosstown. The restaurant was moved to the Ore and Done Museum and refurbished. The festival helps to fund similar projects.
Funds raised is going to help to refurbish the Long's Laundry sign, the fire trucks, and other needs that the museum is not able to fund with their annual budget.
Duty's Diner was open from 1945 until the mid-1980s. The festival runs from 10 until 4 at Ore and Done Museum at Ballard Park. Well, this is an annual celebration of the end of slavery in Columbus. MSMS students will mark the 8th of May with songs and a dramatic performance Monday at 6 p.m. at Sandfield Cemetery. This is their dress rehearsal yesterday. It's known as Emancipation Day in Columbus. On May 8th of 1865, Union troops arrived in Columbus, effectively ending slavery here and in the surrounding territory. Monday's performance will also highlight contributions of African Americans in Lowndes County during the late 19th and 20th centuries.
No major problems weather-wise since the sunshine coming our way. A great weather weekend, warmer next week. We'll have all the details you want to know after the break.
Your first alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
This is our Alpha Insurance time lapse from downtown Tupelo today. Some friendly clouds on the backside of all those gloomy low clouds. You woke up to the weather this morning, you opened up the windows, you opened up your door, you want to slam it shut and go back to bed. That's the way it looked, but now it's pretty nice out there. West Point, 66 degrees, sustained wind at 23. We've actually seen some wind gusts to about 35 or 36 miles per hour. So we have these northwesterly winds right now. The sun's going to go down after 7 o'clock, so the winds will really subside after sunset and be fairly light during the night. But notice how the wind direction will switch around more to the west tomorrow. They'll pick back up a little bit, 10 to 15, perhaps up to 20 tomorrow. So not as windy tomorrow, but still a little bit of a breeze. But you'll see a lot of this as you look up in the sky tomorrow. If you're heading out to the Market Street Festival, tons of sunshine, 60 at 9, 72 at 176 at 4 o'clock in downtown Columbus. It is going to be a gorgeous day in the Friendly City. Really a gorgeous day everywhere here in northeast Mississippi. 77 in Tupelo, 75 in New Albany and Water Valley. Down to the south as well. Mid-70s here from Winona to Columbus down to Macon. It's looking great for you in West Alabama as well. Mostly sunny. Temperatures in the mid-70s. Now, that system is moving away in its wake. Look at all this high pressure, sunshine, a lack of clouds. That's going to be the forecast for a while. Currently, we are in the mid-60s here in our viewing area. It looks like we'll take it down into the mid-40s tonight. The wind is dying down, and we are looking at widespread mid-40s across the board here. So it will be a chilly start to our Saturday. If you're doing the color run at the Market Street Festival tomorrow, it's going to be a cool one to start out, but we'll warm up into the mid-70s to around 80 down here in Hattiesburg tomorrow. So pretty nice across all of Mississippi and Alabama. There could be a little band of clouds that sneaks into North Mississippi, North Alabama tomorrow with a front. Now the energy, the moisture will stay away from us, and you can see with high pressure coming on in for Sunday and beyond, we just don't have a lot going on, which is actually pretty good news after where we have been recently. So if you're heading out this evening, 60s now, then 50s later on at 11 o'clock. Here's your 7-day. You can see where we are headed for the weekend. Mid-70s, Comfortable days, cool nights, 80 on Monday, 86 Tuesday, 87 Wednesday. So there's that warm-up. Shower chances return by the end of next week.
Well, a local dental clinic is giving back to the community in a big way. For the last 10 years, Mitchell Dental in Ackerman has been hosting a free day of dentistry. Patients with or without insurance stop by to get work done like cleanings, fillings, extractions, and x-rays. They started lining up as early as midnight and filled the 150 spots really fast.
I visit them at least once a year to make sure my teeth are staying good and clean. And today, the reason I came is, well, it's one, my fiance needed to, but I just like this dental clinic and stuff and thought it's time for another checkup.
It's the only time you'll see a line outside the dentist office. And over the past decade, they provided services for more than 1,200 people in need of dental care. Coming up, high school baseball and fast pitch playoff action continuing tonight around the area. We'll preview the matchups coming up next in sports.
WCBI Sports with Robbie Donahoe is brought to you by your local Ford dealers. Go further.
It was another difficult defeat last night for Mississippi State baseball. The Bulldogs quickly losing their grip on the lead at the top of the Southeastern Conference. 3 straight losses have now put the conference lead back up for grabs, but still 8 games left for MSU to bounce back and take it back. As the Bulldogs dropped game 1 of their 3-game set at Blue Bell Park. I could go for some ice cream right now. In Cloud Station, as the Aggies won at 9-2 last night. They took an 8-2 lead after 4 and wouldn't look back. Houston's Den from Aquaria, by the way, getting the start tonight for the Bulldogs against the Texas Aggies, who have won 6 straight and 8 of their last 9. Corbin Martin will start for A&M, the junior righty, 5-2 on the year with a 3.13 ERA. First pitch is scheduled for about 7 minutes from now. You can watch the game online only. So here are the games that are going on tonight. Ole Miss, Florida, currently underway. A driving rainstorm going through Gainesville, but they're still playing. No score as of last check. Alabama, Auburn's having delayed their game. They're going to play a doubleheader tomorrow. You see MSU, Texas A&M, and South Carolina, LSU coming up later this evening. We'll recap the action coming up tonight. High school playoff baseball action continuing this evening. A couple teams trying to close it out and move on to the next round. That one of those teams is Tupelo. They'll be at DeSoto Central tonight. New Hope starting their series tonight at Germantown. We'll have highlights of the Trojans on the road this evening. In 4A and 3A, Pontotoc will look to close out their series along with Itawamba AHS. So is Moorville at Nettleton. North Pontotoc going to start their series against Kossuth tonight. And in 2A and 1A, East Webster backs against the wall at Ingomar. Eupora going to try to close out the series against East Union. So will TCPS and Smithville along with Nanawaya. Fast pitch action. Game 1's tonight. Some already underway, actually. We are at Madison Central Tupelo and Kosciuszko Caledonia. We'll have those games highlights coming up this evening. Moorville North Pontotoc starting their series, so is East Union Manatee, plus Smithville and Hamilton. All these games are game 1s tonight. They'll play game 2s tomorrow at this team that had to go on the road tonight, and then a game 3, if necessary, will be played immediately following. Again, we'll recap all the action, give you all the scores coming up later this evening. Go to basketball. Ole Miss has not extended the contract of its men's basketball coach. Andy Kennedy has 3 years remaining on his current deal as the Rebels comply with Mississippi State law preventing universities from giving coaches and contracts longer than 4 years. Now, it had become customary for the school to extend Kennedy after each season, but AD Ross Bjork in a statement did not reveal the reason for not extending Kennedy's contract, but he did extend Hugh Freeze's contract, which means the football coach's contract is now back up to 4 years. And speaking of sports in Oxford, former Oxford High quarterback Jack Abraham has announced he's leaving Louisiana Tech after 1 season with the Bulldogs. The 2015 All-In Zone Offensive Player of the Year redshirted this past season and will have 4 years to play 4 seasons at his next school. He was behind 3 other quarterbacks on the depth chart, including former Meridian QB J.Bar Smith. Abraham started 3 years at Oxford High, leading the Chargers to 3 straight 5A title game appearances from 2013 to 2015. And also, former Eupora and Ole Miss star Derek Jones has signed his contract with the New York Jets, so he's officially a member of the National Football League. We have that story on our website at WCBI.com. And crank it up It's tomorrow.
I was about to say you have an official job tomorrow.
I do.
Yes.
Actually are going to be important tomorrow. So crank it up starting, I believe, at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Well, they can start qualifying at 9, but
Start qualifying at 9.
you're going to hit the stage at about 11.
I'm going to be at 11, so I get there at around 10. But either way, we'll all be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. We give away that Nissan Titan, which is probably the best car we've given away since I've been doing
The
it.
process is always so exciting, isn't it?
It's one of my favorite things I do every
So
year,
even if you're not qualifying, just come and watch the contest.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I yell at people.
All right, we'll be back with the last look.
All right, great weather for this weekend, mid-70s during the day, tons of sunshine. Get out there, make the most of it. Warmer 80s return next week. No complaints. The complaint department is closed now.
Yes,
in the weather
it is.
department.
Taking none. No
None.
more. And
No.
don't even look at the rain that you see next Friday. Don't
Don't worry about
that.
that. Blow it off.
Absolutely. That's the news at 6. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening.